Hey all, welcome back to the Ultimate GK Blasters, your one-stop shop for knowledge and fun. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned blaster, we're all about exploring the exciting world of general knowledge, peppered with a dash of humor. We tackle everything from history to science, and today we're gearing up to explore a mathematical marvel. So put on your thinking caps and brace yourself for a thrilling ride. Today, we're diving into the world of PI, but don't worry, we're not baking any pies, just cracking some jokes. So you ask, what is pie? Is it a delicious dessert? No, my friends, it's even better. Pi, pronounced just like your favorite sweet treat, is a mathematical constant. It's the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Now you might be thinking, that's a piece of cake. Well, hold on to your forks, because pi is not as simple as it seems. It's an irrational number, which means it cannot be expressed as a simple fraction, and its decimal representation never ends or repeats. The value of pi is approximately 3.14, but mathematicians and computer scientists have calculated it to over 31 trillion digits beyond the decimal point. Yes, you heard it right, trillion with a T. But don't worry, for most practical applications, we stick to a much shorter version. Pi plays a significant role in various fields, from mathematics to physics, engineering to space exploration. It's like the secret sauce in the recipe of the universe. Now let's talk about some common misconceptions. First off, despite its delicious name, pi is not edible. Also, it's spelled P-I, not P-I-E. It's derived from the 16th letter of the Greek alphabet. So, if you're ever in Greece and you see pie on a menu, don't get your hopes up. It's not pie, unless you're dining at a mathematician's house. Finally, let's address the biggest confusion of all. The pronunciation. It's not P, it's not pie, it's pie, rhyming with ski. So the next time someone says it wrong, you can politely correct them and throw in a fun fact about this fascinating number. So next time you're at a bakery, remember, pie isn't just a tasty treat, it's also a mathematical genius. Now let's travel back in time to learn about the history of pi. Don't worry, we won't need a DeLorean. Our journey begins around 4,000 years ago, in the ancient civilization of Babylon. The Babylonians had a rough estimate for pi, which they calculated to be around 3 1/8. Not quite spot on, but hey, they were just getting started. Fast forward a few centuries to ancient Egypt, where they were building those big triangular things. Oh yeah, the pyramids. Egyptian mathematicians estimated pi to be about 3 1/7, slightly more accurate than the Babylonians. Seems like they had their own version of pi wars. Next stop, ancient Greece. Here comes Archimedes, the mathematician who didn't run around naked screaming Eureka for nothing. He was the first to calculate pi with some precision, pegging it between 3 1/7 and 3 1071. That's some serious number crunching. Fasten your seatbelts as we zoom to the 14th century India. The mathematician Madhava of Sangamagrama used infinite series to calculate pi up to 11 decimal places. Now we're getting somewhere. Finally, in the 18th century, the Swiss mathematician Johann Heinrich Lambert proved that pi was an irrational number. And no, that doesn't mean pi has emotional issues. It simply means that pi cannot be expressed as a simple fraction, and its decimal representation goes on forever without repeating. But wait, there's more. In the 20th century, computers entered the scene and took pi calculations to a whole new level. Today, pi has been calculated to over 50 trillion decimal places. Talk about an obsession with precision. Throughout history, pi has been a mystery, a challenge, and a fascination for mathematicians. From the ancient Babylonians to modern computers, the journey of pi is a testament to human curiosity and our relentless pursuit of knowledge. And that, my friends, is how pi went from being an unknown to a superstar of the mathematical world. So where do we use pi? Besides in pie recipes, of course. To kick things off, let's talk about a place where pi is absolutely indispensable: engineering. From the design of buildings and bridges to the creation of engines and gears, pi is the secret sauce that makes it all possible. Imagine trying to construct a circular structure without pi. It'd be like trying to bake a pie without a recipe. And speaking of recipes, did you know that pi is also used in cooking? No, not just for pies. It's used to calculate the area of a pizza, so the next time you're enjoying a slice, remember to thank pi. Next up, we have the exciting world of space exploration. Those intricate calculations for launching rockets and plotting the course of satellites, yep, they wouldn't be possible without our good friend pi. It's like the cosmic GPS guiding us through the vast expanse of the universe. If aliens exist, they're probably using pi too. And what about medicine? You might be surprised to hear that pi is used in medical imaging techniques like CT scans and MRIs. It helps doctors peek inside our bodies without making a single cut. So, in a way, pi is the ultimate superhero, saving lives and keeping us healthy. Now, let's dive into the digital realm. In computer science, pi is used in algorithms for random number generation and in the computation of trigonometric functions. So, whether you're playing a video game or browsing the internet, you're interacting with pi. It's like the digital DNA that shapes our virtual world. And let's not forget about the world of finance. From calculating compound interest to predicting stock market trends, pi is a key player in the numbers game. It's the invisible hand guiding the ebb and flow of money in the global economy. So as you can see, pi isn't just a number, it's a vital tool in our everyday lives. Now, let's dive into some fun facts about pi. Did you know that pi has its own day? Talk about being popular. Yes, you heard it right. Pi Day is celebrated every year on March 14th. Now, why this date? Well, if you look at the date in the month day format, it's 314, which are the first 3 digits of pi. Now, isn't that a slice of genius? And here's something to tickle your funny bone. There's a record for reciting the most decimal places of pi. The current record holder is a man from India who recited 70,000 decimal places of pi. Can you imagine that? Some of us can't even remember our own phone number, and this guy's got 70,000 digits of pi on speed dial. Speaking of digits, did you know that the digits in pi appear to be random? Even after calculating pi to over 1 trillion digits beyond its decimal point, no repeating pattern has been identified. Talk about the ultimate mystery. But wait, there's more. In the world of literature, there's a style of writing known as Pi-lish. In this, the number of letters in each word matches the digits of pi. For instance, how I want to drink, alcoholic of course, corresponds to the first 9 digits of pi because the length of each word matches the digit. Now, that's what I call a literary cocktail. And lastly, let's not forget the movies. Pi has made its appearance in various films, including the aptly named Pi, where the protagonist becomes obsessed with this number. Pi even had a cameo in The Simpsons, where Homer becomes a mathematical genius overnight. So there you have it, folks. Pi isn't just a mathematical constant, it's a celebrity in its own right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you've had as much fun learning about pi as I did teaching you. We've journeyed together through the circular world of pi, from its humble beginnings to its significant role in our daily lives. We delved into what pi is, the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, an infinite number with no discernible pattern. We traced the history of pi, from its first recorded use in ancient Egypt to its current symbolization by the Greek letter. We explored the fascinating applications of pi, how it's used in various fields from engineering to space exploration, even in our everyday calculations. And let's not forget the fun facts about pi, the most memorable of which is that its decimal representation never ends or repeats. Learning about pi has shown us that mathematics is not just about numbers and equations, but also about understanding the world around us. It's about appreciating the beauty of patterns and the thrill of discovery. It's about finding joy in the journey of learning, even when the path is as winding as the digits of pi. So let's continue this journey together, exploring, learning, and having fun. Let's keep questioning, keep discovering, and keep laughing, because that's what makes learning enjoyable and meaningful. Remember, learning is a piece of pie. I mean pi. See you next time on Ultimate GK Blasters.